So what we have here is a sheet of Lexan plastic, I believe. I spray glued some wax paper to it, and I've laid up 2 layers of fiberglass mat. I didn't have a roller, so I might have a few air bubbles in this one, but this is just to show you what I'm doing. And here I have a paper roll with wax paper laid down and a little bit of fiberglass laid on top of that, just to create us a shall we say an A-pillar mold, perhaps. These shapes can be made inverted. The nice thing about this is that the finished side, that's the side that hits the wax paper, is going to be almost ready to finish. It'll have a very smooth, flat surface, no lumps or bumps or ripples. So you just need to invert these shapes if you want to have the curve go the other way and the good side out, but you'll see when I'm done. Alright, looks like this piece is kicked up for me. It's still in a bit of a tacky state, but soft and squishy, just how we like it. I'm going to peel this out of there. This panel's going to lift right off. We'll flip it over. While it's still workable, it's fairly easy to peel off the fiberglass. I don't know if I can do it one-handed, but there we go. And now you can see, once the fiberglass is free of the wax paper, I don't know if you can see the surface on there. Let's see if we get a little bit of light shining. It's pretty smooth though. Wouldn't take much to finish that off. One quick lick coat of filler and you're good to go. And there we have a curved shape. Now at this stage it's still fairly soft and pliable. It can be still formed and molded. You got to get it while it's still quick. This piece is a little bit warm, but we can curve this, bend this into a variety of shapes, and that finished edge is going to give us a nice paintable surface. So here we have the piece that I molded on the pipe, and you can see that it has a little bit of a curve to it. And once again, a nice smooth finish on the inside. It's a little hard to pick up on the camera here. You can see a little bit of reflection there, as opposed to the brush side, which is still rough. Either way can be certainly sanded and finished and structured. If you really needed to reverse mold to have a smooth outer shape, you could now take a mold off of this piece. Really didn't take very long at all, 5 minutes to patch this up on a piece of pipe here. And a little bit of wax paper. Wax paper peels off nice. It's important to get to it before it fully kicks, so everything comes apart nice. It's still flexible, it's still soft and mushy, but it's retaining its shape fairly well. Definitely good enough to tack into place somewhere. Still enough flexibility if you wanted to tape it up to an A-pillar or somewhere to reduce your clearance at the edges. Trim's really easy. Simply trims with a razor knife. I'm going to see if I can set the camera up here. And it's not being very friendly, but we need to take a piece of shape out of there. Cuts easy with a knife, trims up cool. once it gets a little bit harder, if it's sat around for a while, a set of trusty old tin snips works just nice for cutting these thin enough, soft enough to work with, hard enough to hold whatever material you're going to build it up and reinforce it with. Just a little trick. This other curved piece is pretty much ready, so I'll be right back. So here we have several strips cut off our main curved piece. Again, just cut easy with a razor knife. And put the strips, tack them in place where you need them. And go ahead and create some shapes, gives you some support. So rather than having a typical volcano, you can get a concave or convex shape, whatever you require. And give you something to work with. Real quick and easy. And there we have just a towel, a piece of fleece or t-shirt material, anything of that nature. You can cover your shapes. Give you something for the resin to hang on to while it maintains the shape and doesn't get sucked out into the normal concave like you do when you stretch t-shirts.